it's me, SimplyLetoria, and I'm here today to give you part 3 of how to successfully move to Ghana. This is going to be talking about your resident permit and your driver license. So, once you're here, you purchased your land in advance, and now you need a visa to get to Ghana from the U.S. So once you get your visa and you get over here, I usually get, and the people that have done help get visas for, I usually do a multiple entry visa just in case. Maybe their paperwork is not complete, or maybe they want to leave the country. A couple of times they just coming over here for a short visit. You just coming over here for a short visit, and then you leave, and then you come back. You didn't have time to get your resident permit. So I recommend a multiple entry visa. I think currently the price that went up, so the visa costs, I believe, $180 US now. It used to be $100 for multiple entry, which was great, but it's $180 now for a multiple entry visa. But once you get over here, we have people who like bought land in advance, so once they got over here, they were planning on staying over here, and of course they stamp your passport for 60 days, 60 or 90 days, but I think most people it's 60 days they stamp your passport for. So we just had someone who came over here, and they was approaching their 60 days, so we was like, okay, you need to either leave the country or you need to go ahead and try to get your resident permit. So we went down to the immigration office, and they told us about a diaspora package that they have where you can get your resident permit. You have to show proof that you are invested in the country. So your land papers will be proof that you are invested in the country. And you show them your indenture, you give them your indenture, but they can use that to do your resident permit. When you get a resident permit, they're going to attach it inside of your passport. So you have to be here, because you give the immigration office your passport just like when you get your visa from the U.S. or wherever you're from. You mail off your passport, so it's not in your possession anymore. So you can't go anywhere when it's not in your possession. So you would give the Ghana immigration your passport. You will show them you will give them your land papers and any other documents they request before they can get your resident permit. And this particular person we did, I can't tell you, like I say, I always say, I don't try to give timelines, because in Ghana, it can be a month, then it can be 2 months because something happened in the office. So you have to have patience, but your paperwork, your permit, everything will come back. And everything that we have done, it do come back, but sometimes it take a month, sometimes it take 2 months, and so it depends. But you plan on being here anyway, so if you don't have your passport, you focus on building your home, you focus on doing whatever you're doing, your passport will be with them, and they will call you when it's ready. But they will put your resident permit, just like your visa, they attach it inside your passport. So not like you can lose it or anything. It'd be for 1 year. So it's a resident permit, 1 year. Then you can renew it every year. Then you can start renewing it for more than 1 year. You can say, okay, I want to go ahead and pay for 3 years up front. So you won't have to renew it again for 3 years. So you just have it, come and go as you like, go to different countries, go anywhere you want. Of course, in different countries you need the visa for wherever you're going. But for Ghana, you can come back freely, you can stay here legally, it won't be no issue. The resident permit, like I said, it's a simple process. If you have your land papers, it's real simple process. There's different ways you can get your resident permit, but this is an easy, simple way. You don't have to show income or what money somebody sponsor you. It's like it's yourself. You have your paperwork, you're invested, you're doing stuff in Ghana. The price in US dollars probably is around 200, just say around $200, I believe. I'm just rounding it. Like I say, prices change. I'm just trying to give you an idea. Hey, okay, I need X amount of money because I plan on getting my Ghana card. I plan on getting my SIM card. I plan on doing everything that I need to do soon when I get to Ghana and get it out the way, because you're going to be focused on other things you're trying to do. You're trying to build. You're trying to start a business. So you want to get all the stuff you need out the way. So it costs, just say, around 200 US dollars. I'm just rounding it. Don't go, you might want to go and try to convert that. How many CDs is that? But I don't want to give you like maybe it's say 2,500 CDs or whatever. But different offices, different prices. You know, it depends on how you getting it, if you use it at agent and all that stuff. But roughly $200, you have your resident permit for a 1 year resident permit. Like I say, when your year is approaching, you can go renew it. You can renew it for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I think up to 5 years you can go ahead, or 4 years, because you already have 1 year. You go ahead and renew it when it's time. But to get you started, 1 year, just say around $200. You don't have to worry about extending your visa. You don't have to worry about, oh, maybe I need to go ahead and go to another country and come back, go to Togo somewhere and come back because it's a close country. You don't have to worry about all that. You can just go ahead and live your life and do what you got to do in Ghana. Then once you get your resident permit, you can go ahead and get your driver license. You know, if you already have driver license where you are, they will honor your driver license. They will honor your U.S. driver license, but you can't just drive on your U.S. driver license. You need to go ahead and convert. You don't have to surrender your driver license. They will look at them and everything and see that you have a driver license. But you can keep your U.S. driver license, but they will honor your U.S. driver license and give you a Ghana driver license, honor you a Ghana driver license. And this is my temporary, it's expired now. And that's when I would say paperwork. I got this back beginning of the year, I believe, and it's April. It expired in April of this year. However, I don't have the actual driver license card right now, but everything's legit. They had an issue in the office. So we just talked to the person earlier this week, and they told me I could come in and renew the temporary license, you know, change the date and everything. And I haven't decided I'm going to do that yet to see how much it costs. Like, I might not need, I don't drive that much here. So I might just hold on to this and wait till my actual license, you know, Ghana driver license comes. But when you go get your driver license, you do have to take a vision test. You know, they have to make sure a vision test is required. So you don't have to take a written test. You don't have to take a driving test for Ghana. If you have your U.S. license, or you have license, and probably the same thing for UK or wherever you're coming from. Wherever you're coming from, you don't have to take a test, but everyone has to take a vision test. And like I say, make sure you take the vision test. If you're not taking a vision test, they're probably going behind the door and doing something different. So make sure you take your vision test. That's the legit way, that's the right way. They would text you saying that they got your information. So the text will come directly to your phone saying from the DVLA of Ghana, the Driver License Bureau of Ghana, saying they, you know, to update you on, they submitted your stuff and your driver license and all that, and your vision. So the driver license costs around $150, just say. And this, like I say, people say different stuff. I'm just saying for me, and this is what the prices I would give you, estimate price around $150 US dollars. Like I said, the price can go up a little bit, and some people might be like, oh, it's not that much or whatever. But I know I went to the office, and this is around the prices I paid when I converted over in today's exchange rate. So, like I said, I had to have my driver license, my temporary driver license. They had an issue in the office. So again, I say, I can't be like, oh, you'll get your driver license back in 1 month. You know, it comes, because even in the U.S., when you go get your driver license, they give you a temporary license, and then they mail you your actual license. So it's the same way here. They don't mail it, but they'll call you and say, your license are ready, you come pick it up. But like I said, I've been waiting for a couple months because I'm in Cape Coast, so I did everything in Cape Coast. They still send it out off to Accra. So they said it was an issue in the office and everything, and now I'm still waiting on my actual driver license. My driver license wasn't something I was trying to do because I didn't want to drive in Ghana. I was like, I don't want my husband to do the drive, and I didn't want to drive. But then it was starting to be places that I had to go. I had to take the kids somewhere. So I was like, well, let me go ahead and get my driver license just in case I need to be driving without my husband. I want to go somewhere without him, which is a good thing. Other than I don't like driving in Ghana, especially in Accra, but Cape Coast is pretty okay. So that is the step how to successfully move to Ghana, part 3. Resident permit. You have your land papers, which I tell people, hey, like I said, that was the first step. After you do the basics, which is your passport and visa, that's your first step, land papers. And then you get your Ghana card, your phone registration. Now, step 3, part 3, get your resident permit and your driver license, and you're good to go. I think that's everything, you know, dealing with offices, you know, other than, yeah, I talked about getting a permit once you get your building permit and stuff. So I believe step 3 is the final, not final in the series, but it's the final of all paperwork you want to do, all getting documents together. You have your driver license, you have your Ghana card, you have your resident permit, you have your land paper, you have your indentures, you have your floor plan. So that's everything. So you could just be like, I'm good. I'm officially in Ghana doing what I have to do. Again, I'm SimplyLetoria. If you haven't subscribed, like, and I'll see you next time for part 4 of how to successfully move to Ghana. Bye-bye.